One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Terrapins ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Virginia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has read the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Back to pass, it's Watson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So Maryland's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Watson. A strike downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Hokies are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finds the tight end. Oh, a lot of space. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. There he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Wideout trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Washington. Quickly to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Quarterback making checks. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The Hokies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be downed right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. They've got a first down here to open the period. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Washington. Got his man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Terrapins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you
going for it all. Touchdown, Maryland! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give is to Smith. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistent.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Touchdown, Terrapins! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Wide open spaces. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Washington. Got his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
And That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Watson. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. This is going to be a tough field goal try. 55 yards and from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Hokies will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner will be dragged down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready. Turning on the Jets. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop.
It's a running room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Watson. He unleashes a long one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Finds his big tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's a heat. Right on the money. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to power it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last two plays and forcing a third and goal? Back to throw, it's Watson. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He's looking to pass. Buys a little extra time. And down he goes back at the 3.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
He'll start this drive firing. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
It's complete on the right side.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Let's see what he can do with it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Looking to throw, it's Watson. Finds his man. It's Wiggins. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the the 16-yard line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Dances away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Hokies! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's McLaurin. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Smith takes the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They feed him again. Got room to work. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Schwab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get enough.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying the left side. Turning it on. Fights off a defender. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Pulls it in. It's Keith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Hokies come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying play action. He's got the tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Back to throw, it's Watson. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He fires to the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Manning. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To throw, it's Washington. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to throw again. That's reeled in. It's McLaurin. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself.
There he goes! Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Watson. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Back to pass. The short hands, it's Heath. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Hokies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Makes the grab, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. They'll stop him short on third down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneaks it in.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6 now. What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
First play of the first possession of OT. The give to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Hokies! They strike first in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Maryland! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And the extra point is good. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They'll line up for a second down play. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. The give is to Smith. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hokies have moved it inside the 20. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Making side adjustments here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They've got a little work in front of them here on third down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Watson. Quarterback extends the play. He caught it! He got it in! Ball game! What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused.